This is the disturbing rise and catastrophic fall of Tay-K, a teenage rapper whose brief moment of internet fame was built not on talent alone, but on crime, violence, and recklessness. What began as a SoundCloud hustle in Texas quickly spiraled into armed robberies, murder charges, and a nationwide manhunt. Tay-K's story is a chilling example of how fast notoriety can turn into permanent ruin when choices collide with consequences. In 2016, Taymor McIntyre, better known as Tay-K, was just 16 years old and living in Texas. He was an aspiring rapper posting music to SoundCloud and YouTube, slowly gaining attention in the underground scene. But music wasn't his only source of income. Alongside his friends, Tay-K financed his lifestyle through armed robberies. None of them held steady jobs. Instead, they balanced recording music with committing crimes, believing they could escape serious consequences. That belief shattered when a planned robbery went horribly wrong. One of the group's female associates proposed robbing her boyfriend, Zachary, claiming he had drugs and cash stored in his apartment. The plan was simple. The girls would enter first, unlock the door, and let Tay-K and the others rush in, grab the valuables, and leave. What seemed like an easy setup quickly unraveled. When Tay-K and three masked friends stormed the apartment, they found not only Zachary, but also his roommate and the roommate's girlfriend. The group ordered everyone to the floor and began searching for drugs and money. To their frustration, there was nothing to steal. Tensions rose as the robbers realized the job was a bust. In the chaos, one of Tay-K's friends fired a gun, shooting Zachary's roommate in the stomach and killing him. Another shot hit Zachary in the shoulder, though he survived. Panicked, everyone fled the scene. Police quickly pieced together what happened, identifying and arresting Tay-K and all involved. Though Tay-K never pulled the trigger, he was charged with murder under Texas's law of party liability. While awaiting trial, he was released on house arrest, fitted with an ankle monitor. Months passed, and by 2017, Tay-K was confined at home, recording and releasing music. Frustrated with his restrictions and impatient for freedom, he made a reckless decision. He tweeted his defiance, cut off his ankle monitor, and ran. In that moment, Tay-K crossed a line that would turn a serious legal case into a fatal chain of events. Fleeing house arrest, Tay-K met up with his friend Jalen, who was also on house arrest. Jalen removed his ankle monitor as well, and the two became fugitives overnight. With no money, no legitimate income, and nowhere safe to go, they reverted to what they knew best: robbery. Their goal was to escape Texas, and they drove to San Antonio in search of quick cash. While there, they targeted Mark, a photographer they found on Instagram. Posing as potential clients, they lured him into a fake photo shoot. Once Mark got into their car, the trap was sprung. Guns were pulled, his camera was stolen, and he was violently assaulted. When Mark was shoved from the vehicle, he attempted to stop them, jumping onto the hood to protect his livelihood. Enraged, Tay-K leaned out of the car and shot him, killing him. This time, Tay-K was the one who pulled the trigger. Now tied to two murders, Tay-K and Jalen fled again, bouncing between cities and committing more crimes, including the robbery of a 65-year-old man. Eventually, they escaped Texas altogether and hid out in New Jersey. Instead of staying invisible, Tay-K did the unthinkable. He leaned into the attention. While on the run, Tay-K recorded and released The Race, a song openly bragging about his fugitive status. The track referenced his crimes, mocked law enforcement, and turned his escape into entertainment. He even filmed a music video featuring a wanted poster of himself. The song exploded online, gaining massive traction on SoundCloud and YouTube. Fans recognized him in public, took photos with him, and shared his music widely. But the attention worked against him. Dozens of tips poured into U.S. Marshals about Tay-K's whereabouts. On the very day he released the music video and tweeted that the feds couldn't stop him, they did exactly that. Marshals arrested Tay-K and Jalen in New Jersey, ending their run. Ironically, after his arrest, The Race went viral, amassing hundreds of millions of views and eventually going platinum. Tay-K became internet famous while sitting in jail. In 2019, he was convicted for the first murder and sentenced to 55 years in prison. In 2025, he received an additional 80 years for the murder of Mark. Jalen was sentenced to 30 years. Fame came, but freedom was gone forever. Tay-K's story proves that clout built on crime always collapses. Temporary fame cannot outweigh permanent consequences. Talent without discipline becomes self-destruction, and reckless choices don't just ruin lives, they end them. The internet may glorify violence, but the justice system never forgets.
Narrativia, where words weaves wonders.
Like, share, and follow for more.
This content was generated with the assistance of artificial intelligence for storytelling, narration, and visual presentation purposes. While care has been taken to provide an engaging and informative experience, some elements may be dramatized or simplified. The video is intended for entertainment and general educational use only. Viewers are encouraged to enjoy the presentation and independently verify facts, conduct their own personal research, and form their own conclusions. The creator assumes no responsibility for interpretations or actions taken based on this content. Thank you.